Bang, dang, bang, dong, dong, wang, shong, shong.
What's that? What did that mean?
I love you, Jack.
Welcome back to Beer Shark, ladies and gentlemen.
Damn it.
Cantonese version. Make sure everybody sticks around to the end of the episode because we have a very special guest calling in on Skype. Chris D'Elia, calling in from New York City.
Very upset.
Remarkably cheap. The discount, his stocks have gone down. I don't know why. He didn't want to do the show last week.
Yeah, he said nothing you could pay me would be enough.
Texted me this morning. He said $40. A very affordable booking fee.
Oh, dear Crystal, roti fucking something high. If you're attracted to high school girls, that's just goddamn fucking fine. You push it down, Chris. You don't engage. Jesus.
There's a difference between feeling and acting.
I like a mighty variety of things. Cigars would be the biggest thing. I like cigars. They're illegal.
Are they?
Yeah.
Huh.
You know what? I never smoked one.
But you love them.
Yeah, but I never smoked one.
So how do you know you enjoy those?
Like the look of them.
And they're saying this is the same thing.
Yeah.
He likes the look of them. Never tried it, but I've always had them in the corner of my eye.
Can't stop thinking about them. Don't smoke a cigarette. Only want a cigar.
It's the fine fruit of the devil's labor.
It's special goddamn fruit. Everyone likes to smoke them. I heard on Joe Rogan's show, he was smoking one, and Bill Burr was on the show, and they both started smoking one. I'm like, these fucking motherfuckers smoke cigars.
What a cool collection.
Yeah, and I thought maybe I want to smoke a cigar because I love Joe Rogan and I think he's really funny, and I like Bill Burr because he's also really funny because he always, both of them hate women, and I don't know. Maybe they don't hate women. That's not why I like them.
I saw a wild take today that said...
Don't scratch your head like I scratch my ass.
It was like yawning.
Yeah.
But instead it's acting just like an ape. Just hey,
like a beast. What did you see today, Jack?
I saw a bad take on Twitter. It was like, I've talked about Joe Rogan before.
Okay.
And I'm still of the opinion that anything that only men like is bad. Which I think works for like...
Yeah.
I think that works for like Camaros and I guess murder.
Yeah.
But
if only men like it.
Wouldn't you take Joe Rogan over like The View? Like I feel like things that only women like are way worse.
Oh, dude. Have you ever watched Dawson's Creek?
I've not.
Well...
Is that a girl's show?
No, it's not only a girl's show. Men watch it too. But they become more like women by the episode.
It's an estrogen shot.
It's Dawson. Well, the Dawson's there. So Dawson's there.
Andrew Dawson?
No, not Andrew Dawson. God bless you, Andrew Dawson. Much respect. Shout out. Great comedian. No, not Andrew Dawson. Just like a regular Dawson. And there's a creek near his house. And
Dawson's great.
He's a kid and he's attracted to women, and he's like, I'm attracted to her, and I jack off at my house, and I we masturbate and turkey or choke turkey. I think about my lady friend very much. Maybe to say hi to invite you to the dance. Should I go to the dance and invite the dog? And then, maybe I'd ask my older friend. Hey! Don't mean to intrude on your whole adult life, but do you think it's a wise thing for me to invite my friend, lady friend, that didn't touch in the pants to the disco party? Do you think it's a good idea to invite my friend? And then the older person goes... Well, if you like her, then you invite her. And then he invites and then he goes up to her, and it's like the locker scene. Yeah. And he's, hey there, Francine, pussy pants. Would you like to come to the dance with? I won't finger you. You're nice. And we have a nice time. Would you come to me to the pussy dance? And she's like, yeah! yeah, I think you're great, Dawson. You're a fucking legend. Are you kidding? I'll definitely go to the dance with you. And he tries to finger her and she gets all upset. That's Dawson's Creek. You haven't seen it?
You're not making a very good point that it's a bad show.
Horrible
It sounds like a
program.
great
Horrible program. Well, that's the whole. Well, I've just told you the whole show.
I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Yeah,
that and Joe Rogan are opposite ends of the spectrum, apparently.
Joe Rogan will just finger anyone. You can't. Joe Rogan fingers everyone he ever meets.
Joe Rogan.
If you know Joe Rogan in the first person, you've been fingered.
Joe Rogan, the last person you get fingered by.
Are you friend? Do you know Joe Rogan? Yeah, I know him. Well, then you've been fingered. Well, yes, obviously. He's the person I know in first person, so yes, I've been fingered.
Italians kiss your cheek. Joe Rogan's punches your back wall.
He fingers you before he says hello.
Right, yeah.
First with the fingers. You look around, you're like, Jesus, that's intrusive. Oh, it's Joe. Okay, well, you finish up and we'll have a coffee. Yeah.
You're just at the casino. You're like...
Yeah, you finish up and we'll have an elk sandwich.
He's like, give me 2 hours.
Let me just...
It runs out.
Jesus. This guy took it up to the second knuckle. He's a proper man.
The second... Is that the main knuckle?
No, second knuckles.
Second is that one.
Second knuckles that, boy. That's just... Dude, that's just how's your afternoon. That's just how's shit going.
Yeah, that's the where should I meet you?
Chris D'Elia in the news is apparently texting young girls.
Ooh.
All I can say is... Well, who's not attracted to young girls? The next question is, well, how young? Too young. Oh, Chris.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, bro. You went too far, bro.
I remember being 18 and dating a 16-year-old, which a 2-year age gap isn't crazy, but it seems exaggerated then.
Right.
And I remember being in her bed, and she was getting ready for school, and she put on her school uniform. And I remember saying to myself, I'm like, well, this is the last time. This will be okay. In 5 years, I'm like, I'm not going to be able to watch this happen.
Right.
This is a crime.
Yeah. You're over the hill.
I'm past my days of watching people put on ties.
That's hilarious.
No one puts on long socks in front of me anymore.
Right.
And school uniforms look like garbage as well.
Well, that's the whole point with the Chris D'Elia thing.
I don't get the schoolgirl
When I
thing.
heard, yeah, so... It's different in America because in America, a lot of the high schools, they don't wear school uniforms. But in Australia, it's every school is a school uniform. Let me tell you something, man. Girls look rubbish in a school uniform.
It's a Roblox.
They're purposefully designed for you to look crap. Like when I was a kid, when I was in high school, jerking my gherkin, I wasn't thinking about girls I went to school with. It was also like my mum's friends.
Oh, you're a yoga instructor.
Karen. You are an obnoxious cunt. Come on. Oh.
You know what? I was laughing about it the other day.
They're all horrible.
We'll circle back, but I just remembered the time... Well, I was texting a former relationship partner of mine. She was laughing about the time I called her a fat piggy while I was having sex with her.
Oh, Jack. That's in itself, it's such a crime.
That was worse than the uniform thing. I feel worse about that.
Did you? I'm sorry. Finish. Sorry.
She cried.
Yeah.
Because she was like, she's one of these BDSM fucking animals.
Okay.
She's like, make me cry.
Tie me up, hurt me. Okay.
Yeah.
Just carrying on. Okay.
She's like, make me cry. I'm like, well, you're fat.
Oh.
That's just where
you bastard. Jesus, that's fucking funny. Man, can you imagine if
I gave her a little squeeze.
So BDSM, which is bondage,
sadism, masochism.
right? Which is
So BDSM.
yeah, and I'm not shaming. It's not my thing. You know,
What's
I'm
the D?
Demonic?
Demerits.
Demerits? I don't know, but it's over. You're the boss.
Yep.
Whatever it is. And I'm not kink shaming because I fucking respect all that shit. I've never done bum stuff. I'm so vanilla. Jack, you know how vanilla I am. You've met women in my past.
I've always taken the bum stuff off your plate.
You're
I come up to you at Applebee's. I'm like,
dude,
you gonna finish that bum stuff?
Please, dude. You're a fucking bum stuff champion. I've never done any bum stuff.
I want that on a hat.
Obviously, there's the one story.
A
Which
baseball hat that says bum stuff champion. Number one bum
Number
stuff.
one bum stuff. He's the bum stuff man. He does what he can. He will take your bum stuff business right
In the
up
back
off of your
van.
Take it off your hands. I'm not in much for bum stuff, but I will say this. The loneliness I feel right now is the top. I've met men who've killed themselves over less. I'm a lonely man, Jack. I'm sad. I'm alone. And I feel like, well, I tried to hug you earlier.
You've got to turn it up a bit, maybe. You reckon?
You rejected my cuddle, and it hurt.
Well, it would.
And I don't mean to. And dude, I'm not doing this on air just to be a fucking jerk. Sure, I've had some drinks. Jack, why wouldn't you cuddle me?
Well, James, here's the thing. There's a threshold of time between getting out of the shower and getting dressed where you can't hug anyone. I feel like you got to get something on.
I wasn't coming at you in between the fucking goddamn shower. You turn up on my... Don't...
What were you doing in there then?
You know what?
Shaving the taint?
You're trying to... You came to my house.
Huh.
You're going to do the podcast. Hey, Jack, how you going? I'm good. I know you've had car trouble. And I also know that this is the second time this evening we've recorded this podcast.
We have gotten rid of one of the recordings.
Earlier this evening...
Which you can find on our Patreon.
Earlier this evening, we started recording a podcast and I shit the bed. I said a bunch of stuff about... Well, I said some things. I don't know. Some things I'm not proud of.
Stuff.
Things I'm not proud of. And I remember Jack just put his microphone down and just said, no. No,
I just let you go.
No. Yeah, that's the thing. You didn't even stop me. You just put your microphone down and just gave me the look.
Yeah.
And then I did probably, I don't know, 15 to 20 15 to 20 minutes of material. And you're like, we're not releasing that. But anyway, beside the point, you come to my house to do a podcast. And you know I'm sad. I've had a cold. I'm lonely. My favorite woman in the whole world, she's in France, and I'm...
You think now's the time to be hugging with people with colds?
If I don't cuddle a man, and a woman's not going to do it, I have to cuddle a man because he means it. Because if a man cuddles you, he goddamn means it. A woman will cuddle anything. Woman will fucking cuddle a tree.
Yeah,
I've seen it on the internet. They cuddle anything. You can't trust it. You need a man cuddle. And I go to fucking cuddle you, and you say, get away, you, get away. How's that supposed to make... And I don't mean to confront you here on the podcast, but I just want you to know that hurt my feelings, and it's over. It's cool. Hey, dude, you fucking burned the podcast that we did, so...
If you could try to think unsexy thoughts so it goes down a bit, you know, if you're not talked, it wouldn't be an issue.
I guess from your point of view, you've just turned up and there's like a needy man touching you.
I've been poked in the pelvis before. I'm not ready to join the club again.
You're just like, you ain't earned it. Well, let's... All right,
the first thought when you open someone's door shouldn't be, oh, he's shaved.
I shaved and he's touching me. But I didn't touch your dick. That to be said, this is the American Honey. Honey. Do a bit, Jack. Goddamn fucking... And let me take this opportunity to just say, I'm sorry that I burned our first attempt at this podcast by saying, well, politically unpopular opinions, and also I'm sorry for getting my penis out. I knew that it was wrong, but to be fair, you didn't see the penis, you just saw the balls.
Right, the balls in the bush. The two B's. That's what Airbnb stands for.
Quite a big bish. Well, American Honey.
American Honey.
This is delicious.
It's a good drop.
Yeah.
Do you think there's ever been...
Shout out to Adam for...
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to Adam.
James's roommate, Adam, has...
Gives a big old American Honey.
You know, I found out... I'm not going to... No, never mind. That's a bad story. Do you think there's ever been a principal...
Yeah.
...who tried to reimagine... uniforms? Because uniforms look like shit. They're boxy and they're bad. If you're a horny 16-year-old, you're not looking at the women in the uniform. You go on Facebook. I guess you didn't have Facebook back then. I went on Facebook. I looked for photos of my crushes in standard dress.
Yeah.
And that's where I went to get my kicks on Route 66.
Get my kicks on Route 66.
And
going off camera now.
Do you think there's ever been a principal that just tried to be like, well, how about we make it a bit sexy? Just so the kids, hey, it's not me. Maybe the kids want something to look at. Who am I to deny 16-year-old Jack some eye candy?
If Jack wants to see a little something, then he should see a little goddamn something. Next thing...
I remember, because they were baggy as shit. I remember one time I looked through and I saw...
Right.
I remember one time I looked through the sleeve of a... If you're not...
I'm sorry.
If you're not watching the video stream right now, you're fucking missing out. I remember looking through the sleeve once and I saw an armpit and that got me talked. These are the people we're dealing with.
Yeah.
Oh man,
I'm back, folks.
That's the best endorsement of the video episodes I think I've ever seen. Because now everyone listening in their car is going to be like, what the fuck was that?
You know, I got to admit something to you folks.
What's this?
Just pissed out my window.
Out your window of your 3rd-story apartment.
Onto the path.
Yeah, there's...
It's not a garden out there. It's the footpath.
So you can really hear the...
It's
a jackhammer piss situation.
I care so much about this podcast that I didn't go to the toilet. I've pissed straight out of the side window and onto the footpath adjoining... Well, if you want to go to any of the apartments in this building, you're going to have to go on that path, which is now covered in piss. To be fair, I've pissed a lot today, and most of it's just booze. I don't feel like I've stunk it up.
You reckon you're time for a prostate exam?
Jack, I'm getting old. I'm getting old.
Have you had the blue glove?
No bum stuff. But I'm ready for it, and I'm actually cool with it, dude. I'm going to get like a fucking finger I'll stick up my bum.
Would you rather a male or female doctor to do the bum stuff?
It makes no difference, man. I'm in.
You've got to have a preference. There's no way you're indifferent.
I want it to be a lady.
Yeah, you want to... Yeah.
Well, whatever, dude. Don't judge me.
I'm the same. 100%.
I feel like a lady's going to be more gentle.
All the lady doctors I've had are hot as shit. Lady doctors are smoking.
You're not wrong.
Man, the doctor I had on the sunny coast, when I was going there for mental health reasons, I'm like, I'm going to kill myself unless you're in my house, baby. I know you're 45 and I'm 16.
It's not the point, sweets.
All the high school uniforms aren't doing it for me, toots.
Come up on me with your drugs and scrubs. Rip down on me with your shrubs and brubs. You can grab my balls by the scrot. Baby, grab my shit by the throat. Shove anything right down my neck. Baby, you're my girl. Oh, fucking heck. You can suck my balls or suck my balls. Anything is going on with my heart. You're gonna fucking rip in. You got shit till I fight. You're gonna shove my bullshit into my aorta. Baby. I don't mind your baby, you oughta. I don't care that you rip my balls apart until I fight. You're my girl. Oh, a 40-year-old sweetheart.
Baby, don't you know I can be your man? Have me over to your house for a rectal exam. Put me over the couch and just stick it on in. Come on, baby. It's the middle of the year. Let's go.
Let's go. Oh, jeez. Man. Dude, being...
I hope someone makes a supercut of all the songs we've done on the show.
We're going to do it for MachoCast. That's like a thing for me. How are you going?
I'm out of honey.
Down. I'll say this, man. We have and this is something that I'd like to mention, is that Jack and I have a whole production company called MachoCast that is really happening, and I'm very fucking excited about it. We've kind of reached, I guess, an agreement at this point that we're going halves in this production company, and it's going to be a fucking great thing, and I'm goddamn fucking excited, man.
We've done 2 out of 3 days of shooting for a new sketch.
Yeah.
It's a fucking banger. This is a funny...
It is a fucking banger, sketch. But you know that thing we did on the fucking... The thing we did just out here of me being an asshole was like a MachoCast production, and I'm excited about that.
If you guys haven't seen that, go to bit.ly/MachoCast. Check out James on the balcony terrorizing the neighborhood. We pissed off a lot of people with that, but also we made a lot of people happy.
Dude, more happy than sad.
Everyone showed up with beers.
They goddamn fucking loved it. And, I got thrown off the local...
Oh, did ya?
Yeah.
I wonder if I'm still in. He got thrown off. You got
I
thrown off the New
was on
Farm
like
page.
a local page. It was like the New Farm Cool Dude page. I got thrown off. Jesus, Jack, I've actually pissed all over my pants, actually, in that effort earlier.
Okay, so what, 50 window, 50 pants?
I pissed on my pants.
I'm still part of the New Farm group. I live nowhere near it.
Yeah,
and you live in New Farm.
Yeah, they hate me because I made too many jokes. Karen said... So there's this Facebook page about New Farm, and I'm in it, and they decided I'm not good enough to be in it anymore.
Here's my idea. You ghostwrite a post for me to post in the New Farm group.
Yes.
Let's see if I can get kicked out of this group.
But so you're gonna, like give me. This is great. So you're gonna give me like notation rights.
Yeah,
and then I'm gonna ghostwrite you, and let's see if you get kicked off for you for being me.
To see if they'll let me stay for my boyish charm.
All right. Let's get into this later. Let's not do it now. But yes.
Oh, okay, I'll let you do. I feel like we should at least draft this now. What message are we sending to the New Farm Tenerife?
Well, I would say straight up, we've had some rain recently. All right. So whose gutters are backing up to filthify their lounge rooms more than they're already filthified by your goddamn fucking mainstream bullshit art that you bought from a local friend who didn't want to work because her husband's a lawyer.
So angry about rain and art.
They were right to kick me off. They were right.
You think maybe there was something there?
Yeah, no, I will piss her. I will annoy her. I'll annoy him, but I don't mean it in a bad way. And that's my catch cry, as you know. I didn't mean it in a bad way.
Mean it, yeah.
You look good, Jack.
I'm wearing the G-Shock. You lent me a G-Shock for the evening.
Dude, that watch suits your shit, man.
With this shirt, I'm wearing a shirt that says garnishment, and there's a picture of a gun.
It's an AK-47.
I've got an AK-47 on the front. Garnishment is a band that is exclusively designed for violence. Their shows are just... You can watch highlights of their shows, and there's people just punching people in the face to the beat of this music. Awful band. I love them a lot.
You know what I like a lot? I like that we canned the first... the first attempt at this podcast we canned because I was too... I don't know, whatever I was, I pissed people. I said some stupid shit, and I admit it. But then in the second episode, I pissed through, and that's acceptable. That's fine. I pissed through, but it's not shown. It's not shown. It's off camera.
How bad was the first one for the
pissing
window?
Over the thing is okay.
The window thing is PG for me.
I was down in Unit 1 tonight with Andy Davis making a. I don't know if you know, but Andy Davis is making all these like audio,
like session music.
Yeah, he's doing these audio spots for commercial TV. He's making all these audio bites for commercial TV.
I used to work in commercials. Finding a good royalty-free song is difficult.
Right. So you take a song that's popular. You remove 19% of the catchiness. Generally, it's wise to avoid the chorus. Mm-hmm. And, it's relatable. People hear it, and because it's such a popular song, they hear it and they relate to it. But the rule is, if it's 25% different to the original, then you don't apply to the copyright.
It's a new work.
It's a new work, right? Because there's only so many notes and whatever.
12 notes, yeah.
Yeah, right. So anyway, I'm down there and I had this friend over. She's this comedian from Sydney. She's a sweetheart and she hangs out with me and it's cool. So we go down there and we go, oh, yo, wow, and we do this thing. And now we're going to be on TV. And I'm just feeling funny, just like people come, like if I date a woman, if a woman's like attracted to me and she decides to meet up with me and go on a date, you might be on TV. You I end up on television. And I'm not happy with that. God damn it. This industry's fucking me.
Advertising is not a fun game to get into. I got banned from the Vegemite page yesterday.
See, don't shit on Vegemite.
Rough play. Vegemite posted a photo of Boris Johnson talking about Vegemite, and they're like, "Thanks, Boris. We'll send some of the good stuff your way." And like all the comments were like boomers being like, "I love Vegemite," and then someone's like, well, "I love my toast kind of little too brown. It's alright." And just like dumb cunts.
It's like we all like toast, but when it gets too brown, you gotta. Hey, you know what? When it gets just a bit too dark,
bin it.
You know. Look. Listen, look. We all like toast, but we all got to admit when it's burned and it goes in the bin. You know what I mean? Gets a bit too dark. Well, that's for the fucking bin. And Boris is like, well, when it's for the bin, it's for the bin. Boris is like, well, when it's time to go, it's time to go. You know,
Vegemite is just toast wearing blackface. That's why they like it so much. So they can slap it on. It's like, oh, look, it looks like a burnt piece now.
Vegemite's just toast in blackface. Look, I want to agree with you, except that I goddamn fucking love Vegemite to my core.
Oh, the best. Which is why I like a good thick spread. I was trying to contribute. You're
not wrong. You're not wrong. No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. It's definitely racist. I'm just saying I like a lot of it. I like a lot of it.
On the post with Boris, my comment just said, let's peg a jar of Vegemite at this cunt's head. And then they banned me from the page. I don't know what I've done. I'm just... There's many good reasons to use Vegemite.
This whole situation we're in right now, the Black Lives Matter, the marches, the whole thing, I just can't believe it's even an issue. I feel like the idea of racism is so removed from my life. And I grew up rural, and I'm here in Brisbane City. Brisbane, Australia... of Brisbane, Sydney, Melbourne, it's like Brisbane is like definitely the most racist of those three.
It's the most racist big three.
Definitely. Yeah. It's the most racist of the big three.
No one gives a shit about Perth or Darwin or anything.
No one ever did. No, they definitely won't ever. But I'm in Brisbane. And it's like, I don't experience that. I don't get it.
Well,
we don't give a fuck. Like if you're, man... Being in my world, right here in Brisbane City, living here, if you're a racist, you're like a fucking unicorn. Like it's like really, that's so wild. Like it's so wildly insane.
People get confused when I laugh when I see racist shit, and they're like, "It's not funny." I'm like, I know, it's just bananas.
It's nuts.
When you hear someone, you're like, "What?
Really?" That's your shit?
That's your take?
Dude, and this is the thing, I'm not saying that it doesn't exist. I'm saying that when it exists, can't we all just laugh at it? Can't we all just go,
we do take
Jesus. I know, like I'm a white guy, so I get it. Like maybe if you're brown or black or somewhere in between or whatever it is that you fucking are, and I grew up in these places, so for me it's like, you know, I went to Logan Lee High in the fucking 90s, man. I went to Bow Desert High. It's like I was the only guy. Me and one other guy were the only white guys on the football team. That's my upbringing. And I just see this shit and it's laughable. Racism. I'm a white guy and I look at it and I just go, Really?
That's the takeaway here.
It's hilarious. It's just like, dude... You better delete that comment.
I think there's a good halfway point as well, though, because I saw a good video today about as a guy in America, and there was a truck full of people of color in the back of the truck. Okay. I don't know what they were doing in there. I think it was part of the protest or something.
Okay,
they were all in there carrying on. It was they were a real built Ford tough kind of family, and then there was a guy just on the street corner that just yells the N-word, which is fucking nuts.
He just screams a racist slur.
There's one guy just on the street and finds a truck of them.
He's just this death wish.
He's
the death wish Donnie.
A wholesale race environment.
Jesus.
There's a whole load of them. He just yells the M word. One of them just goes up and just knocks this dude out. And I swear to God, there's a laugh track. Like everybody around him was like, Anyway, back to whatever we were doing.
Dude, it's
just
so
leave him there.
Bro, it's so wild that I just don't know that it's even. He might have been joking. It's so ridiculous. Dude, it's so ridiculous that he could have been joking because only a psychopath.
Yeah.
You'd have to be.
You're unhinged.
Dude, you'd have to be fucking mental. There's two things going on. Firstly, it's a crazy situation. The other thing is it's a good situation, and I don't know where I stand, to be honest. I'm a little... Because, we're not at parallels. We have different, I guess... I wouldn't say alliances. We just think differently. Like, Jack is more on the left, and I'm more of a moderate. Probably left-leaning, but, dude, it's so different. And I just think... Can't we just get together to make the world a better place? Like, I'm just like, can't we get together to make the world a better place? Jack is like, yeah, we can, but after we crush, I guess, the patriarchy.
I have...
And I'm like, sure, crush it. I don't know where it is. And if you're going to crush it, that's fine, but don't cause any structural damage. Don't... crash it, but just not a bridge.
Interestingly enough, the patriarchy is a lot like the clitoris in the sense that straight men have no idea where it is.
No,
I heard about it.
It's this thing.
I think it's this thing.
If it's bad, then be gone with it.
Thanks, Egypt.
Yeah, I'm down. Like, whatever. I'm down. Just don't. If it affects me, then I'm less okay with it. Right? Like, if it turns out that I'm a problem, all of a sudden
it's an issue.
Changed my mind. It's a big old U-turn.
I'll leave you with this, ladies and gentlemen. I have an idea of an invention to finish all of this. Any civil unrest.
You got the fucking Peacemaker?
I got the Peacemaker. This is going to be it. I've actually talked to Musk about it. Him and Dalia have teamed up. And
right.
What we do
Yeah,
is just a belt. We'll build it into all belts. It has like a little microphone in it, like an apple pie microphone or something. And what you do is as soon as you say something racist or just do something racist,
right,
your pants just fall down and it just goes and you'll just be a funny little man
with your dick out.
Pants. Yeah. I think that's the only way. Because if you get punched, it's just going to make you madder and you're gonna double down. If you drop your pants, next time you're like, hey, wait.
Well, I don't want to go. I'm pretty mad and I want to say some things about the black man that most people might not agree with, but if I do, I'm going down, show me my ding dong.
I'm gonna say the M word, but I ain't trimmed.
I ain't fucking been trimming my dang dong bushy dush.
My bush too big so I can't be racist.
Thanks everybody.
Goodbye.
Bye.